Hello everyone, welcome on your YouTube channel of Lalbagh Girls Inter College. This is Jyoti Singh, class 10. Now we are going to do the next topic in transportation of plants. In the previous lecture we have done with the transportation of water and minerals, and today we are going to do transportation of food and other substances. So let's start transportation of food and other substances. So let's see the transport of food and other substances. Let us understand with this diagram. Here you can see the process of photosynthesis, which is picturized in the one side and on the other side. The one side of this picture is showing the needs or the requirements of photosynthesis process, the sunlight, carbon dioxide, water. As we know that these are the raw materials which are needed by the plant for the process of photosynthesis. Now the one extra point is also needed here is what? A chlorophyll, which is not mentioned here, but here you can see the leaf. This chlorophyll content or this chlorophyll pigment is present inside the leaf in the mesophyll tissue. Mesophyll tissue carries a lot of chloroplast, and inside the chloroplast, which is a cell organelle, contains a chlorophyll pigment, right? So with the help of these materials, the plant perform the process of photosynthesis and make the food and provide us oxygen. Now the food is the source of energy for everyone, which are know that the food is the source of energy. And this is not the source of energy for us only, but it is needed for the plant parts also. So when the plant makes their food, it gets transported, and how it is? The food synthesized in the leaves of the plant is transported to the other parts of the plant by the conducting tissue. Now this conducting tissue is what? Phloem. Yes, now we are getting the tissue which is called phloem. The main function of phloem is what? The food synthesized in the process of photosynthesis in the leaves of the plant is get transported to the other part of the plant by the conducting tissue which is called phloem. The food synthesized by photosynthesis is in the form of glucose, right? You have seen in the first picture. I'll show you again it. Here you can see the sugar is represents the component which is called glucose, right? So the process of photosynthesis results in the formation of glucose and oxygen. Now this glucose is not transported in the other plants, but it gets transported in the form of sucrose. So sucrose is what? Sucrose is also a type of sugar. Glucose is a type of sugar, and sucrose is the type of sugar, and all these sugars comes under the one component which is called carbohydrate. As we know, carbohydrate taste is sweet in nature. So let us learn more about phloem. Not just the food materials, but also all metabolic products are transported using phloem. What are that important substances? Let's see. These important substances which are transported by the phloem are amino acids, proteins, and etc., and some other very important substances. So these substances are delivered to the storage regions of the plant. Now let's see what are the storage regions. Storage regions are the regions where the food gets stored. Now these storage regions are found in the plants, in the root, fruits, seeds, and growing part. Here you can focus this point. You are eating lots of things of the plant which are fruit. Some you are eating the roots, some you are eating seeds and the growing parts in the form of flower, in the form of its leaves, stem also. So all these are what? The storage regions or storage part of the plant which are we eating. Here is the picture of phloem. You can see the yellow and the blue color demarcates the two different type of cells in the phloem tissue. So the conducting part of the phloem which conduct the food material include sieve elements, with companion cells which are on their sides. Here you can see the blue linings which showing the companion cells which are at the sides, and the sieve element. These are the two major component or major conducting part of the phloem.